So, you know those puberty videos that, the teachers show to the middle schoolers when they're like, I don't know, um, like in like 6th grade maybe, I don't know. Like I'm in 6th grade, they showed us like I'm literally making this video on the same day. On the same day. Anyway, so yeah. So today we watched a puberty video. I'm living in Canada, but they showed us the American version, which like whatever, like I don't care. But like I'm a Canadian, but whatever. Like it's it's still the same fucking video. Or it's not, but like I yeah. Okay, so please Pineland Learning Center, please don't sue me. But also I have how many? I have 13 fucking subscribers. So what are you gonna do about it, bro? Yeah, but also like if you ask me to take it down, I'll take it down. All right. Wow.
Okay, 7 letters. Here we go. S. Nope.
Wait, I'm gonna turn down the volume so you can hear me more because I'm more important. Ha. But I'm gonna make myself just slightly louder. Yeah. A lot louder for me than it is for you. So I might have to turn down my headphones. Hold up, give me a sec.
T. Yes, 1 T.
Wow.
A. Nope, you get a body. E. E.
Wow.
R. Oh man, yes.
Why do you go so mad, bro?
O. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You suck.
Y. 26 letters. Pick that one. N. Sorry, no N, just the leg. P. Wow, you guys are good. Yes.
Piss. Piss.
B. Yes, there's a B.
Bitch.
Puberty. Ding, ding, ding.
Fuck you.
Yes.
Is that really your word, Austin?
Seriously, man. Why'd you pick puberty? Because that's what we're learning about in health class next week. And I know you're all really excited.
That's not funny, man. No, that's not funny at all.
Early stage, oh my god, losing his mind.
Oh.
I just hope it's not going to be too embarrassing. Personally, I don't think it's going to be such a big deal.
Yeah, me neither. My brother said he actually learned something, and trust me, he knows everything.
Go shut your goofy ass up.
Yes, puberty can seem weird and a little uncomfortable. And you
I'm gonna turn on captions.
probably have questions you're afraid to ask. In fact, you may have lots of questions since much of this is all new to you. Or maybe you just started thinking about it, like right now. So here's your chance to ask anything. Don't be shy. I'm here to help.
All right, I have a question.
What's your question?
So what exactly is puberty anyway?
Sex.
Thanks for asking, Austin. Puberty is a series of changes that your body and all your friends' bodies will go through as you grow up. It may seem a bit confusing or even a little embarrassing, but don't worry. It happens to everyone, boys and girls, and it's
Wow.
totally normal.
It's almost like I didn't know that.
For boys, you get taller, bigger, and stronger during puberty. Your penis and testicles will get bigger too. Even your voice will get deeper.
Oh, no.
Your skin and your hair may become oily, and you may get pimples. You'll also start to grow hair on your face and in your pubic area. And you may sweat more and develop body odor.
Wow, looks like I've got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
What causes all these changes?
hormones.
Actually, something really cool causes all these changes.
Hormones.
You see, it all starts here in a tiny little gland located under the front of your brain called the pituitary gland. As boys begin puberty, the pituitary gland sends a signal to your testicles to begin making a hormone.
Yes, a very accurate depiction of the testicles. Yeah, my testicles look like the. I'm joking. I'm joking. YouTube, please don't
Hormone
demonetize.
called
Please don't interesting my video, please. Please.
testosterone.
I love this
The testosterone made by your testicles during puberty travels throughout your entire body and causes all the changes we just discussed. Girls go through this process too, but the hormone in charge of their body changes is called estrogen.
This all seems pretty
I'm also gonna watch the girls' version just to laugh at it.
weird. Does every boy go through puberty? Like, even my dad?
Oh my god, bro,
Yeah.
you're so fucking stupid.
Yes, almost every boy in the world goes through puberty, Xavier. It's 100% normal and nothing to be ashamed of. And yes, your dad went through it too, and so did your uncle and grandpa. So if you have questions or need advice, don't be shy about asking. They can be a big help.
Okay, so when does all this start?
Puberty for boys usually starts between the ages of 10 and 17 and lasts for a few years. Everyone is different though, Connor, and it doesn't matter when you start. Your body will decide when the time is right. Now, the changes I talked about don't happen overnight. Actually, they happen slowly over time. Some of the changes you can expect will happen to your private area. Your penis and your testicles will start to get bigger and longer, and you'll begin producing sperm, which is the male reproductive cell. Your testicles will start hanging lower, and you'll begin to grow pubic hair at the base of your penis.
Wow!
You'll also grow hair in a few other new places, like on your face, under your arms, on your legs, and sometimes on your chest. Your body shape will fill out and be more like a grown man. Your chest and shoulders will become broader, your muscles will become more developed, and you'll grow taller and you may gain weight. Your voice may also start to crack as it becomes deeper. These changes mean you're becoming a man, which all leads up to you being physically able to father children someday. But remember, a baby is a big responsibility, and you're probably not ready for that yet.
I'm allowed to do so much more than I used to. How do I make good decisions and stay out of trouble?
First of all, congratulations, Danny. That's exciting you have more freedom. And from your question, you understand that also includes more responsibility. Remember, learning to make the right decisions for you is an important part of growing up. So when you're faced with a situation or problem you're not quite sure how to handle, try this.
He looks like someone who would what's the analogy I'm looking for? He looks like someone who would go up to you in a grocery store and show you a little nook he found. I don't know, he just looks like the kind of person that would do that.
Think about all the different ways to handle it. Evaluate the solutions and predict what might happen. Act on the solution you think will have the best result and see what happens. That way, you'll learn if your solutions solve the problem in the right way.
I feel like the shortest guy in class. Some girls are even taller than me. Am I ever gonna get taller?
Yep, you will. Now, one thing that's helpful to keep in mind if you feel a little on the short side is that girls tend to mature faster than boys. You're definitely going to get taller, and you might even catch up to the girls in your class within a couple of years. Now, how tall you'll be when you're grown up is harder to predict, but a lot of it depends on your family. If your parents are tall, then chances are you'll be tall too. And if they're shorter, then you might be shorter too. Everyone is different though, and grows according to his or her own schedule. But in general, boys tend to grow in spurts that happen off and on until your late teens. Just keep reminding yourself that you're developing on your own schedule, which is perfectly normal.
My dad has a really deep voice. Will my voice change too?
Most likely. You see, Xavier, just like your pituitary gland and testosterone tell the other parts of your body to grow, they also tell your larynx or your voice box to grow. And when your larynx starts growing, it causes your voice to start to change and sound deeper. Sometimes it does something called cracking as it deepens, which can make you feel a little silly if it happens in the middle of a sentence. But it just means that your larynx is still growing. Eventually, your new voice will settle down and even out. Who knows? You may even start to sound like your dad.
Testing.
My parents are always nagging at me to take a shower every day.
He's a Discord mod!
Why do I
Guys, he's a Discord mod. He lives in his mom's basement. He's a Discord mod. He moderates an Eagle server. Oh my god.
need to do that?
So you won't smell. Now, no offense, Danny, but another thing your body does during puberty is jumpstart your sweat glands. You see, we're all born with two kinds of sweat makers, The first kind is called eccrine glands, and they produce a clear, odorless perspiration that cools your body when it gets too hot. Even babies sweat like this because your eccrine glands start working as soon as you're born. The second type of sweat glands is called apocrine glands. These get switched on during the hormonal changes of puberty, and when the sweat they produce mixes with bacteria on your skin, it can cause body odor, also known as BO. A lot of apocrine glands are located under your arms, so this can be a really smelly area.
I can't.
So what's the best way to deal with BO? Take a shower or a bath every day, and be sure to use soap or body wash. Another way to help minimize BO and feel less stinky is to use a deodorant, or a deodorant with antiperspirant, to help keep body odor in check.
But what about my face? Am I gonna get pimples?
Yeah, first you're gonna get fucking.
Oh, that depends. You see, besides sweat, there's something else your body will start producing during puberty. It's called sebum. It's an oily substance that can cause acne, also called pimples. Acne is really common during puberty and can't always be prevented, even by washing all the time. The best way to help keep your skin clear is to wash your face twice a day with a gentle cleanser. And remember to use a moisturizer. And one more thing. Sebum can make your hair look and feel greasy too. So be sure to shampoo regularly to keep your hair clean and healthy. And to keep it from being frizzy, try using a light conditioner and a wide tooth comb when your hair is wet. Washing it every day or every other day is best for most hair types.
But do I really have to brush my teeth twice a day?
Yes, actually you do. Brushing helps keep your teeth healthy and clean, and more importantly, it can keep you from having dragon breath. So remember, the best way to avoid dragon breath is to brush your teeth properly every morning and every night with a good toothpaste.
What about shaving? When do I start doing that?
That depends. Like everything else with puberty, hair growth varies from person to person. Most guys start growing some hair on their face at about 16, and you'll probably spot it on your upper lip or chin first. But keep in mind that it can happen sooner than that for you. And if your dad has a thick, dark beard, then chances are you will too. So when you think you're ready to start shaving, talk to your dad or an older brother and ask them to show you the ropes. Shaving can be a little bit tricky at first, so it's nice to practice with someone who's been doing it for a while. And be sure to have your own razor. That's definitely a safety must. Just remember, like anything else, you'll get better at shaving with practice. Plus, your beard will probably grow faster and thicker as you get older, so you may have to shave more often as an adult.
I can't believe I'm asking this, but sometimes my penis gets hard.
Okay. Like is losing his mind.
What's that all about?
Oh my god, bro.
No need to be embarrassed. It's supposed to do that. When your penis gets hard, it's called an erection. Erections are 100% normal and happen when the blood vessels in your penis fill with blood. There are lots of causes for erections, even if you aren't thinking about girls or sexual things. Sometimes they can happen for no reason at all, which can be a little nerve-wracking depending on where you are. But don't worry too much if you get an erection in public. They aren't as noticeable as you think, and they usually go away fairly quickly.
Okay, but if erections happen for no reason, why am I getting them at all?
Haha.
As embarrassing as
Haha. They used to penetrate the woman's vagina to actually doing sex to make hormone. And have baby.
erections are an important part of the male reproductive system. One of the biggest changes your body goes through during puberty is that your testicles begin to produce sperm, which can fertilize a female's egg in order to make a baby.
But what about size? Does it matter how big?
My size matters, kids! Size matters! If my mom hears me saying this, she's gonna come in like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
My penises?
No,
Yes!
not at all.
Yes, it does!
Penises do vary in length and shape from
Yeah, they
person to
do.
person,
Uh-huh.
but not as much as you may think. The size of your penis has absolutely nothing to do with how manly you are
That is incorrect.
or whether you can become a father one
That's incorrect, bro. If you have too small of a penis, you can't get into the woman's vagina.
day. So don't worry about it.
Sometimes I wake up and my pajama bottoms are sticky.
He had a bad dream. He's thinking about girls. He's about to pour to sleep and get. Ah. I've had a wet dream before. It was pretty funny.
Is that normal?
Yes!
Some people call what you're describing a wet dream, or what your health teacher calls a nocturnal emission. Wet dreams happen when you ejaculate in your sleep. You won't know what's happening, and it's not always caused by dreaming about girls or sexual things.
Sorry.
It just happens. Most boys will have wet dreams at one time or another, especially during puberty, so there's nothing to get upset about. Plus, you'll probably grow out of it as you get older.
I live with my mom. Do I have to talk to her about all this stuff?
Listen, it's really up to you. I know what's happening to your body can seem embarrassing, but it's a normal thing that every guy goes through. And of course, your mom doesn't know.
That guy looks like a kid that I used to know. I'm not gonna reveal his name for reasons that are pretty obvious. But yeah, that guy looks like somebody I used to know.
What it's like to go through everything you're experiencing, but she does understand why and how it happens. So if you feel comfortable talking to your mom about the changes you're seeing and feeling in your body, then great. She may actually surprise you with how cool she is about it. If you prefer not to talk to her, though, that's fine too. If it makes you more comfortable, then talk to a step-parent, your dad, an older brother, a friend's dad, or another adult you trust.
What can I do to stay healthy while my body goes through all these changes?
Okay, I've already watched this video and I just wanted to laugh about the thing. So I'm gonna watch the girl version. Alright? This is a man's agreement. We will say that we will definitely make fun of them, but we will not be disrespectful. Alright? We will be mature adults. Alright.
Okay, 7 letters. Here we go. S. Nope. T. Yes. N.
No, that's not funny at all.
I just hope it's not going to be too embarrassing. Personally, I don't think it's going to be such a big deal.
Yeah, me neither. My brother said he actually learned something, and trust me, he knows everything.
Yes, puberty can seem weird and a little uncomfortable, and you probably have questions you're afraid to ask. In fact, you may have lots of questions since much of this is all new to you. Or maybe you just started thinking about it, like right now. So here's your chance to ask anything. Don't be shy, I'm here to help.
So, what exactly is puberty anyway?
Oh my god, bro.
Thanks for asking, Jenny. Puberty is a series of changes that your body, and all of your friends' bodies, will go through as you grow up. It may seem a bit confusing or even a little embarrassing, but don't worry. It happens to everyone, boys and girls, and it's totally normal. For girls, you'll get taller during puberty, your breasts will get bigger, you'll start growing body hair in new places, and you may get body odor. Your skin and hair may become oily, and you may get pimples. You may also get angry more easily and go through mood swings. The biggest change you'll experience, however, is that you'll start your period. Now, along with those changes comes more freedom and responsibilities. So you're going to need to work hard to make grown-up decisions, which is also an important part of getting older.
Wow, that's pretty intense. But what causes all these changes?
Actually, something really cool causes all these changes.
Oh my god!
You see, it all starts here in a tiny little gland located under the front of your brain
Pituitary.
called the pituitary gland.
Yeah!
As you begin puberty, usually between the ages of 8 and 13 for girls, your pituitary
Lucky bastards. We don't get to hit puberty till like fucking 16. Like, holy shit. The only thing I've hit for puberty is I started going pubic hair and my voice is starting to crack more. Oh my god! Vagina! Oh! Oh! The hell's wrong with me, bro?
gland sends a signal to your ovaries to begin making a hormone called estrogen. The estrogen made by your ovaries during puberty travels throughout your entire body and causes all the changes we just discussed. Boys go through this process too, but the hormone in charge of their body changes is called testosterone. During puberty, you'll start growing pubic hair in your pubic area, under your arms, and you'll grow more hair on your legs. Your body shape will become softer and curvier, your hips will get wider, and your breasts will get fuller.
It's Knockers double D's, Fallback, Hooters, Stretch Ball Beat. Let's just start. I'm sorry.
These changes mean
Cal, if you see this, I'm very sorry. Cal, if you see this, I am very, very sorry.
you're becoming a woman, and it all leads up to you being physically able to have a baby someday. But remember, a baby is a big responsibility, and you're probably not ready for that yet.
He farted.
My friend says everyone starts to stink when they go through puberty. Is that true?
Actually, Maria, that's not exactly true. First of all, everyone sweats. Boys, girls, even babies.
I will piss.
That's because we're all born with sweat glands called eccrine glands, which produce clear, odorless perspiration that cools your body when it gets too hot. But once you hit puberty, different sweat glands, called apocrine glands, also start working. Now, when the sweat they produce mixes with bacteria on your skin, it can cause body odor, also known as BO. So it's the best way to deal with BO? Take a shower or a bath every day, and be sure to use soap or body wash. Another way to help minimize BO and feel less stinky is to use a deodorant, or a deodorant with antiperspirant to help keep body odor in check.
But what about my face? Am I gonna get pimples?
Oh, that depends. You see, besides sweat, there's something else your body will start producing during puberty. It's called sebum. It's an oily substance that can cause acne, also called pimples. Acne is really common during puberty and can't always be prevented, even by washing all the time. The best way to help keep your skin clear is to wash your face twice a day with a gentle cleanser. And remember to use a moisturizer. And one more thing, sebum can make your hair look and feel greasy too. So be sure to shampoo regularly to keep your hair clean and healthy. And to keep it from being frizzy, try using a light conditioner and a wide tooth comb when your hair is wet. Washing it every day or every other day is best for most hair types.
But do I really have to brush my teeth twice a day?
Yes, actually you do. Brushing helps keep your teeth healthy and clean, and more importantly, it can keep you from having dragon breath. So remember, the best way to avoid dragon breath is to brush your teeth properly every morning and every night with a good toothpaste.
My sister has a pretty big chest. Are my boobs gonna get as big as hers?
Hits, knockers, double D's, Fallback, Hooters, Stretch Ball Beat. Wait, hold up. Tits, knockers, double D's, Fallback, Hooters, Stretch Ball Beats, boobs, melon, jumbo leaves, testicles, memories, milk jugs, big breasts, shoulder boulders on your chest.
Well, Mandy, a lot of that depends on your family. If the women in your family have large breasts, then chances are yours may be big too. The same thing is true if the women in your family have smaller breasts. But remember, breasts come in all shapes and sizes. That's why they make bras in all shapes and sizes too, so you get the right support. They even come in different colors. Finally, every girl's chest develops differently. So even if some of the girls you know already seem big to you, no worries. Your breasts will fill out when the time is right.
How will I know when I'm gonna get my first period?
Yes.
Here's the deal, Suzette. The only way to know for sure when you're going to get your first period is by pulling the date you're going to start out of a magic hat. Just kidding. The real answer is that no one knows. Your body is unique and definitely on its own schedule. Generally speaking, however, you can expect to start your period about 2 years after your breasts start to develop and you start growing pubic hair. Another important sign that your period is on its way is called vaginal discharge, which may sound worse than it is. Actually, it's just a clear or whitish fluid that comes from your vagina, and it's completely normal. So when you notice a creamy white stain in your underwear for the first time, it usually means your first period is coming soon.
Once I start, will it come on the same day every month?
In the beginning, your period might not be regular. Actually, it can take a year or two for a girl's body to settle into a regular cycle. After you've had your period for a while, though, it will most likely happen like clockwork. A normal period comes about once a month, or about every 28 days. If you want to figure out when to expect your period, it's easy. Just mark the first day you start on a calendar, then count 28 days and put another mark on the calendar. That way you'll have a good idea when it's coming. Or you can be more high-tech and track your period online by using the helpful period calculator on beinggirl.com.
Why do women have periods anyway?
Yes.
Good question, Katie. Women have periods because of our reproductive system, which allows us to get pregnant once we're adults. Here's how your reproductive system works. Each month, your body produces hormones that cause an egg in one of your ovaries to mature and ripen. At the same time, the lining of your uterus, called the endometrium, begins to thicken. When your egg is fully mature, your ovary releases it into your fallopian tube. The egg then begins its journey through the fallopian tube toward your uterus. If the egg is fertilized by the male reproductive cell, called the sperm, while it's in the fallopian tube, the egg will attach to the endometrial lining on the inside wall of the uterus. Most of the time, however, the egg is not fertilized by a sperm, so the endometrium isn't needed. The endometrium and unfertilized egg leave your body through the vagina. When you shed this blood and tissue, it's called menstruation, or having a period.
Wow, so how much blood is there?
I don't know. Good question. Ask Cal. I don't know. Fuck, I'm stupid.
Not very much, actually. You'll only lose about 4 to 12 teaspoons of blood and tissue, and it doesn't come out all at once. On average, it takes most women about 5 days for it all to come out.
This whole thing seems sort of gross. Do all girls get a period?
Uh-huh.
Even my teachers?
Yes, almost every girl gets a period, usually between the ages of
Excuse me, did you say almost? The fuck?
10 and 16. And yes, your female teachers get their period too. Just remember, starting your period is nothing to be ashamed of. And using period protection like pads and panty liners can help you feel fresh and clean, not gross. Plus, don't forget that your mom and your aunts have periods too. So if you have questions, don't be shy about asking. They can be a big help. And if it's helpful for you, write down your questions and find a casual time to start the discussion. It can be in the car, after school, or you can even leave her a note telling her you'd like to talk to her soon.
My two best friends already have their period, but I don't. Is something wrong with me?
No, Mandy, there's nothing wrong with you. Now I know you want to do everything that your best friends do, but be patient. Keep in mind that some girls get their period in elementary school, and some girls don't get their period until they're in high school. So be cool, your body is on its own schedule, and it's totally okay if your friends are at different stages than you.
Smash. There, I said it. Smash.
Does it hurt to have a period?
Sometimes girls experience what are called period cramps. These happen because your uterus contracts or squeezes together when it's shedding its lining. Some girls get cramps, some girls don't. It actually depends on your body. If you do get cramps, though, mild exercise usually helps and can actually prevent them altogether.
One time I got a prostate cramp in the middle of a test, and I literally wanted to kill myself. Yeah, like I said earlier that I haven't really hit puberty yet. I kind of have, but not really. Like I'm still in like the still process of it. Like one time I got a prostate cramp in the middle of a test, and I literally like my soul left my body. Yeah, my friend Luke looked at me like, "Dude, are you okay?" I said, "No, I'm not. I'm having a fucking prostate cramp. Somebody please help me." Yeah. I went to the nurse and I got to go home. It was pretty cool.
You can also try taking a hot bath or using a heating pad to help you feel more comfortable.
But what about PMS? It seems like my older sister's so dramatic when she's about to start.
The dreaded PMS. You see, in addition to cramps, some girls experience what's called premenstrual syndrome, also known as PMS. PMS is caused by changing hormone levels, and it's a medical term used to describe symptoms that some girls feel about a week or so before they start their periods. Now, I'm sure you've heard a lot of jokes about PMS.
Like, do boys get PMS?
No, but we do tend to piss people off. Or people piss us off. And we beat the shit out of. Well, I got my ass kicked today, so I can't really be talking. Felipe Rodamil, if you're watching this, go fuck yourself. Go jump off a fucking cliff. Yeah. I don't care. Hey, dox him. Give a shit. I don't give a shit about him. Dox him. If somebody knows who that is, dox them. If someone knows who he is, dox him. I swear to fucking God, I hate him so much.
Nice one. No, of course boys don't get PMS. But it is in fact a very real thing for some girls and may include mood swings, breast tenderness, or a bloated feeling. You can help minimize these symptoms by making sure you get enough exercise, sleep, and proper nutrition.
So, can people tell when I'm on my period?
Okay, so here's the 2-syllable answer, N-O. And that's important because no one will be able to tell if you're on your period unless you tell them. So here's a hint. Don't tell them and they won't know. Also, keep in mind that your period shouldn't stop you from exercising, participating in gym class, or doing any of your regular activities.
What do I do if my period starts when I'm at school?
Great question, Olivia. A lot of girls your age worry about starting their period at school. And while you can't control it, you can be prepared. Here's a tip. Put together a backpack kit. It's easy. All you have to do is get a little makeup bag and put 3 things in it. A pad, a panty liner, and a change of underwear. Once everything is in there, just put the makeup bag in your backpack and you're good to go. Another thing you can do is wear a panty liner every day, especially if you think you're going to start soon. Oh, and in case of an at-school emergency, you can always use folded up toilet paper in your panties until you can get a pad.
How do those pad things work?
Pads are worn in your underwear during your period to absorb your menstrual flow. The pad is a soft, cotton-like layer on the top and a sticky strip on the bottom to keep it firmly in place in your underwear.
So, how exactly do I use a pad?
It's super easy. You just unwrap the pad, pull off the paper strip that covers the sticky part on the bottom, then you stick the pad on the center part of your underwear. If your pad has wings, then wrap them around the sides. When you need to change it, just pull the pad off to remove it. Fold it up and put it in the wrapper from the new pad you're going to use, or you can wrap it in toilet paper. Then just throw it away in the trash can. Most girls' restrooms also have little trash cans next to the toilet where you can put your used pads and panty liners.
Oh, so that's what those are for.
Yes, they're really convenient and discreet. But remember, never flush pads or panty liners because they'll clog the toilet.
Wow, you're right. That is super easy. But how?
Once went into I once went into a gender neutral restroom and I looked at that thing and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Well, now I know what that is. So I guess I learned something. Yeah. Anyway.
How often do I change a pad?
You should change your pad every 4 to 6 hours, or more often if your flow is heavy. They make pads in different absorbencies, so you can find the one that's best for you. Oh, and here's a tip. Always change your pad before bedtime. You can also use special overnight pads that are larger in the back to help avoid leaks when you're lying down.
I live with my dad. Do I tell him about my period?
Listen, it's really up to you. I know what's happening to your body can seem embarrassing, but it's a normal thing that every girl goes through. And of course, your dad doesn't know what it's like to have a period, but he does understand why and how it happens. So if you feel comfortable telling your dad that you started your period, then great. He may actually surprise you with how cool he is about it. If you prefer not to talk to him, though, that's fine too. If it makes you feel more comfortable, then talk to your mom, a step-parent, a friend's mom, or another adult you trust, especially if you have questions before you start or need someone to buy you pads so you're prepared when you do start.
What can I do to stay healthy while my body goes through all these changes?
The 3 things you need to do during puberty are eat properly, exercise, and get plenty of talk to your mom, dad, or another adult you trust. It can be your aunt, a friend's mom, your grandmother, or an older sibling who's been there and done that. I know that asking questions about puberty may seem a little embarrassing at first, but don't be afraid. They've all been through puberty themselves. So when you have questions, don't wait.
Okay, that's pretty much about it. So, in conclusion, shit happens. Stay safe out there. Yeah. Anyway, Pineland Learning Center. If you want me to take this down, just I don't know, shoot me an email or something. But yeah. Actually, just a comment on my video, and I'll take it down. But yeah. So, in conclusion, stay safe out there. If you're a girl, keep track of goddamn periods. If you're a boy, don't have wet dreams. Stay safe. Bye. Shit. Well, fucking stop!